Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. From politics to entertainment, from social issues to lifestyles, from newsmakers to pop culture. If it's Jersey, it's on Jersey Central with Bert Barron, 732-545-9282. Or toll free at 888-545-9282.
7:37 back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Contest on the way for you. Chance to win a voucher good for some tickets to see It Should Have Been You at the Brooks Atkinson Theater. Your chance to win is coming up in just a bit. And, of course, we'll talk more about Governor Christie's announcement tomorrow, which is going to be happening officially, joining the fray, if you will, of the potential Republican candidates. And we'll talk more about that coming up. Joining me now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline, we want to say hello to someone who is representing a group that is making the fireworks on Thursday over Raritan Bay a reality. Her name is Leticia Remauro, and she represents something in Staten Island called the Riverside Galleria. Let's see what that's all about. And she joins us this morning on Jersey Central. Leticia, good morning. It's Bert Barron, WCTC. How are you?
Good morning, Bert. I'm wonderful. What a spectacular day we finally have today. I hope the same is for Thursday.
Yes, let's certainly hope so. But first of all, many thanks for getting Staten Island, New York involved in the fireworks this year. You know what? Let the Macy's people have theirs. This one's a much better time, in my opinion, and it's great to have Staten Island on board this year.
Absolutely, and thank you to our borough president, James Otto, and our council member, Vinnie Ignizio, and the elected officials over in Perth Amboy and South Amboy, because they have actually put us together for this great event. I mean, Staten Island and New Jersey may not be connected physically, but we certainly are in spirit, and so we're really happy. Riverside Galleria, the Mellon Properties, and Robert Koenig are all very excited to be a part of this fireworks display.
I mean, on a good day, I could tee up a golf ball right there in Perth Amboy and hit it, and it would reach Staten Island. I mean, that's how close you guys are. I'd got to hit it well, of course, but I could do it.
I challenge you to do that one day. I'd like to see that done, but you're absolutely right. It's close enough to do that, and our property where Riverside Galleria will sit is actually, a wonderful location to see New Jersey and, to connect us visually. So we're really excited to be having this retail center going up on the property.
Yeah, what's this all about, this Riverside Galleria? This is going to be on the South Shore of Staten Island?
That's right. It's on Arthur Kill Road. It's right near the Outer Bridge crossing. So what we're doing is we have about 400,000 square feet of retail space going up, and it's a wonderful, wonderful design by Jay Valgora of Studio V. The wonderful thing about the site, Bert, is that it has such a history. The site was originally purchased from the Dutch and the Native Americans in 1626, and in the 1680s, the Disaway and Cole families took ownership of the property. And then in 1772, the Disaway Grist Mill became the first known commercial establishment in the area. So what Jay Valgora is doing is he's preserving this historic building that's on the site, and he's incorporating it into a magnificent retail center that is not only going to provide shoppers with really wonderful destination retail, but it's going to preserve the environment, and it's going to provide over 2 acres of preserved wetlands, and it's going to also create a wonderful promenade for people to visit. We'll have fine dining, we'll have entertainment, we'll have movie theater. It's really a great project. It's set to come online in late 2017, early 2018. Cassandra Properties is the retail leasing agents for the property, and they've been known, especially on Staten Island, for attracting some really terrific retail. So it's a real opportunity to take a beautiful site and give it, turn it into much needed retail in Staten Island, but also to preserve the visual aspects of it, the environmental aspects of it, and to give people an opportunity to get right down on the waterfront.
This is great. Our guest is Leticia Remauro, and she is with Riverside Galleria, which is a very exciting project that is taking place in Staten Island. And they're part of the folks that are making the fireworks festival this coming Thursday to celebrate the Amboys Fireworks Show. They're helping to make it possible. So I wanted to get her on the show today to thank her and for everybody there who's responsible for footing the bill, if you will, for the fireworks. It's not an easy thing, Leticia, to float a barge in Raritan Bay and say, okay, we're going to shoot fireworks off of this barge. And it obviously takes money and takes funding to make that happen. And it's a great event. Families can come out for free. And in past years, we've seen a lot of people on your side of Raritan Bay there. They're setting up blankets, they're setting up chairs, and I'm like, they're watching the fireworks for free. Why don't we get them involved here? So great to have Staten Island on board this year.
Well, we just love, to be involved. As I said, we are connected in spirit, at least, and we make that trip over the bridge regularly, both ways. And so, thanks again to all our elected officials for making this happen. I think that you're right. It took a lot of determination and really just the understanding that our communities are very similar to connect us. So we hope that we're going to see New Jersey residents from Perth Amboy and South Amboy over at Riverside Galleria once we open. And anyone who wants to see how the project is coming along, they could log on to our website at riversidegalleria.com and watch us as we grow and as we come out of the ground.
Very cool. Talk about what it's like, the perspective of someone who lives in Staten Island. Do you feel like a New Yorker when you live on Staten Island?
Well, we do, Bert, but we have the best of both worlds. What we have is we have a wonderful bucolic lifestyle here on Staten Island, but we're only 20 minutes from Manhattan, and so we have everything that we want right there in Manhattan, either a ferry ride, train ride, or bus ride away. So, Staten Island is it's a wonderful place to live. We are New Yorkers. We're very proud of our New York roots, but we actually enjoy a quieter lifestyle just a few minutes away. So, I love being in Staten Island, and the wonderful thing about Staten Island is it has such great history, too. Just so many things have happened here on Staten Island. I don't know if your listeners know this, but tennis was started in Staten Island. It was brought to the United States in Staten Island, and we were the first to have tennis matches here on Staten Island.
Very interesting. I know someone who used to work for the borough president's office, and he goes, the toughest thing was getting the mayor to come to Staten Island, in a non-emergency capacity, just to come on out, say hello. We're thinking about you. We haven't forgotten about you. Just, I don't know if it's the perception from City Hall there in Manhattan is like, oh, I got to go to Staten Island. There goes my whole day. But it's not like that at all, right?
Well, it's not like that at all. As a matter of fact, especially since it's been announced that Staten Islanders have the highest median family income in all of New York City, lots of people are taking notice of Staten Island, and that's why we have such great investment out here. We have so many great things happening along all the shores of Staten Island. So the mayors of recent years, I'd say at least for the last 25 years, have made themselves very present on Staten Island, and rightly so. We deserve their attention. We feed into the economy, and as I say, we're a great community. We have the best of both worlds out here.
All right. Well, sounds like you're pretty happy being part of New York City, so we'll have to hold off on the secession talk for another day then, right?
I think that we might hold
right.
off on those talks, but not, some people say not permanently, so I'm not the one to talk about that. What I am here to talk about is if people from New Jersey want to come and have a great experience here on Staten Island, let them come out in 2017, 2018 and visit Riverside Galleria. In the meantime, I'm sure you're going to see plenty of us over there.
Yep, looking forward to that. Leticia Remauro, thanks for being my guest on Jersey Central this morning, and congratulations on Riverside Galleria. I'm sure it's going to be a big success there. And thank you for your involvement in the fireworks show on Thursday. You coming over to this side to watch, or are you going to be watching from Staten Island?
I think we're going to watch right here in Staten Island, and
okay.
we'll wave at each other as we cheer from the from the waterfront.
Sounds great. Thanks for being my guest this morning, and thank you for everything in involvement with this project here. And have a great 4th of July weekend. All right.
Thanks, Bert. It was a great pleasure.
All mine. Thank you. All right, Leticia Remauro.